Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another video. So in this lesson we're going to continue on with the stat scripts. So I'm going to begin by opening the stat script itself, and we'll begin with the black robot stats as before. So in the stat scripts, let's come at the very top. We'll make a bit of room. And I'm actually going to copy all four of the public variables into this script. So let's begin by changing the variables name. So underscore, and we'll change this to black robot left punch damage. And this is all we're going to do. We're just going to add black robot to the front of each one. Obviously, I'm just changing to a capital in the very next lesson for all of them. Okay, let's just tidy this up. In fact, we need to get rid of the static. So we'll do that first before we tidy up the comments. And at the very top, I'm just going to add one comment on its own. So black robot stats. And then we're going to come back to the black robot stat scripts. And we're just going to get rid of the numerical values. And in the void start, we're going to begin by saying left punch damage is equal to black robot left punch damage. Now, in the previous lesson, we changed this script to inherit from the stat scripts rather than mono develop. So if you've missed that, you need to go back and do that. And that allows us to reference that variable without any extra code. So we'll put this into the comments. So we'll say, in fact, let's just use the actual naming convention. And we'll say equals the left punch damage from the stat script. You can put from stat script in the comment if you wish. And we're going to copy and paste that in. And we're going to change out the variable, so the next one is going to be right. Change it in the comment as well. Low kick. And we can actually just copy and paste the naming conventions in. So that's for the right punch. Low kick, and finally for high kick. So the reason for doing this is we need these to be static, but as they are static, they cannot be changed in the inspector. So we'll leave these as static, therefore they can still be referenced, but as for the value, it will be defined by what they equal in this script, and therefore we can actually change this in the inspector. So I'm just going to come into void start, don't destroy on load, open and close brackets, close the line off, inside the brackets this, into the comments, don't destroy this game object when loading a new scene. And as I said, we'll have more stats. We'll probably have a speed stat. Well, we will have speed stats, should I say, but there'll be other stats. Obviously, if you have any requests, I can go ahead and implement those as well. Just leave them in the comments. So we've just got to go through for now and do this for the other characters. So blue robot stats, let's paste those in, and we've just got to go ahead and make the same changes. So again, just add in blue robot to the front of the naming conventions, remembering to change to a capital in the very next word in the naming convention. And we can actually just copy from the void start. We'll paste that in. And again, we can just copy and paste these new naming conventions. Just remembering to change out in the comments as well. So just tidy those up. And we've just got to continue. So the next one will be the brown robot. So we'll just add that to the front of the naming conventions. And the last one. Sorry, forgot to get rid of the static then. Must make sure that those are removed, otherwise we won't be able to change the value in the inspector, and this is going to be crucial. The ability to change these values on the fly when we actually come to having the game up and running, and making all those little tweaks for balance. Obviously you can make those changes without doing this, but you would have to stop and start the game, manually going into each script and just altering the values that way, which would be quite time consuming. And this will just make things a lot easier. So let's have a look. I've got to do this for the we'll come through all the scripts. So blue robot, I'll just make sure to get rid of those values. Brown robot, again, we'll get rid of those values. Paste that into the void start, we'll switch it out. So brown robot, and here as well, we need to get rid of those statics. So back to changing out all those naming conventions. Double checking, make sure we've changed them in the comments. And obviously you can spend a little bit more time just checking everything as you go. I'm just trying to go through quickly just for the purposes of demonstration. So let's have a look. Oh, what have I done? Those should have been static still. That's because I am rushing. Must slow down. So public static, they are right. So yes, let's have a look. So static in all of those. Static needs to be removed from the ones in the stat script. So let's go through black robot, blue, brown. So let's come to gold. And we'll just get rid of the values again. We'll copy one of these from the void starts that we've already done. Let's paste that in. And again, we'll just switch out the naming conventions. And just going through and making sure that I've changed everything that needs to be changed. Tidying everything up. And I think we'll leave it here for this video. We'll pick this up in the very next one. We'll get the others filled out and get this set up in the scene. My voice is beginning to sound a little rough, so perfect opportunity to stop the video now. I'll take a break and we'll come back to this in the very next lesson. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time. And until then, as always, bye for now.